Listen up, you maggots. It's time for another unboxing of Aliens. Another glorious day in the Corps. Like every good Marine, make sure you have your trusty weapon by your side. Or box opener. Yes, welcome to an unboxing, everybody. I saw a couple of videos on this, and when I was at my sort of local game shop, I had to drive all the way to Melbourne to get it. I was like, I love the Aliens movie, especially the second one, which is Aliens. Yeah, this is kind of a cooperative game, or you can actually play it solo, but as far as I know from the playthrough that I watched, I think you play most or all of the characters versus the aliens. And I think they come in on Sprues, but I wanted to do an unboxing for you to kind of show you what what inside the box looked like. Yeah, if you saw a price on there, ignore it. I know I probably overpaid for it, but it was instant gratification because I got it right in my hand. All right, so you take your safety cutter and you strip away all that plastic stuff. I really like the look of this box. I mean, I like it when you can look at the back of the box and it tells you kind of what the game's going to look like, and then the front of the box. Sorry, I have to dip off there a little bit. I'm in a weird filming angle. But I mean, I love this little artwork here. The weapons, the ballistics. It's by Gale Force 9, who does the Firefly, the board game, and several others. They're kind of hit and miss in my book, but I liked some of the ideas for mechanics when I watched a gameplay playthrough. All right, so right off the top of the bat here, we get a beautiful rule book. Let's just take a quick little page turner of this. All right, tells you the components checklist. Anybody, if they need to, they can pause on each one. Sorry about the glare, that's why I'm tilting back up at an angle each time. I didn't realize this is so glossy, but it's actually a really nice looking rule book. I don't know how well it's written, but I may do a follow-up video. Maybe. With this COVID, people, I've been really lacking on my videos, so I apologize for that, but eventually I want to get back to it. But this looks very clean. I hope it's not a convoluted rule book, but it does look, everything's gapped and spaced, and it looks like there's plenty of explanations of how things work, visual diagrams. I am an audio-visual learner first, so reading the rulebook sometimes it's a little more challenging for me. I do like the looks of this. Okay, so anyway, all right, we got the boring part out of the way. Let's put that book over here. All right, so what do we got next here? We've got, looks like a bunch of punch-out somethings here. Oh, this is a mission book or something? What is this? Bug hunt supply day. It looks like these are like little cards. Let's get this. Let's see what this is. Kind of excited. All right, that's why we brought our weapon, people. I am the worst opener of boxes. I guess I could have opened it right there, but me being a dummy. Oh, okay. Wow, these are nice. Okay, so let's see. So setup key. This shows you. Oh, okay, the diagram. So I guess these are all based upon the missions. Mission 2, escape. I guess on the back it gives you even more detail of how the missions are set up. Got a little shadow for my camera, so apologies for that. Mission 3, survive. Well, this is pretty nice, and the quality of this is really nice. It's thin, but it's kind of a plasticky. You guys can kind of hear that walla walla warble sound that it makes. But this is a nice design, and I love the beautiful look of it, the graphical input of all these missions here. Bug hunt. Atmospheric processing plant. Bug hunt. So I guess there's missions and then there's bug hunts. I don't know if this is a continuous strange storyline. I'm sure you can do the missions one by one. So the first one you're working on getting on Newt. So I'm assuming you can probably play these like in order, or you might just want to do a one shot. I may be so bold as to do a little playthrough sometime. Don't hold me to it yet, people. I really want to. Okay, so this is everything's going to be on Sprues, and this is the only thing I don't really like about this is that you have to build your people, which that's okay. I'm used to it. I have Shadows of Brimstone, which I love, and I don't mind. But they look like they're very simple. Looks like no more than 3 parts, basically. Well, I guess if you count the base, to put together some of these aliens. guess they're universally the same. All the models look the same. What else do we got over here? Okay. Okay, we got punch-up boards. These actually feel really nice, the quality of these things for different things here. This is, looks like, are those special bites or something? I'm assuming they're both, yeah, this is just the back side of the token. But very good quality. I like the feel, I like the look. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It uses a dial system in here, so if you see it has the dials, we'll build 2 different ones, and it keeps track of, I don't know, see this book doesn't, I don't think this game, it doesn't use dice. It uses a card deck by rotating cards out for your energy, and you have to resupply those, like, you know, and you use that, like, oh, I want to use a weapon, you gotta use 3 energy, which is like taken off of this deck, which are cards you can actually use in the game. And then it combos with the dial to activate your Marines. Okay, so that's great. Ripley, you don't see many games, I feel like, that you actually get to play the character, the main character of Ripley. Well, that's awesome. And they all have like a little thing about them, and looks like special ability. And of course, they've got their numbers here. Let's see if I can get a nice zoom on that. Sorry to bring, okay, yeah, so you get like a speed and, yeah, defense. Wow, this is pretty nice here. So, but this is very, very nice. I'm kind of happy with the quality of this. Is this Newt? Yep, I think Newt gets added to your party once you do mission 1. More stuff, more dial turns. Okay, so now we're getting to the boards, the baddie boards here. And there's a front and a back. I guess one is made more for probably over the facility when you're exploring, the aliens are coming. But then this is probably for the bug hunt, I'm guessing, when you're going through here. Well, I really like the look of that. More boards for both sides. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I can say already, I'm probably going to like this game. I just, you know, every time I see stuff with Sprues, it always puts me a little on edge, because it's like, I got to wait a little bit before I can play it. Sure, I could probably take miniatures from another game to represent, but where's the fun in that? All right, so this game uses dice. I lied. I forgot it does. That's right, to determine a few things. So there's 2 10-sided and a 6-sided. These little markers to track things. Little tiny pebbles. I may swap this out, but I don't know. The black looks pretty interesting. I have some red cubes. I don't know. I'll play it and see how I feel with it. But a lot of times I'm known to alter and pimp out my own games how I think feel better. Okay, so we have, let's see here, the Marine face. Okay, the little cheater card. So this helps you for however many players that you have, which I think you can have up to 6, everybody controlling a Marine separately, or you can just control them all yourself, because it is cooperative. This gives every player a chance to look to see what they can do on their turn as a helper guide card. And we're about to bust these open, but I'm going to quickly show you the Sprues. So basically, if anybody's played games like this where you know, some assembly is required. I don't even know if I can get a good look at the, boy, everything's so dark and black. Let's see, let's look at this side. Yeah, it looks like an alien hive nest already. Yeah, you can kind of see little details of the aliens in there. There we go. This is a pretty good, you can see the tells and the different appendages, and okay, and their bases they use. So it's good. I mean, I'm sure you can paint them, but I don't know. Everything's kind of this shiny, creepy black. I don't think I'm going to paint the aliens at all. I'm going to leave them the same. And the Marines come as a green. That might be good for my first play before I decide to paint them. But these, I've seen people paint these, and wow, they look really good when they're painted. I'll tell you that right now. All right, I'm going to set these in the box, and now we're going to take a look at the cards. All right, if you notice the gap, it's because I'm so terrible at opening these things, I have to jump forward, because even though it's supposed to be a quick, easy release open, I can never find it, so I'm just using my knife and cutting into the top. So, Don't worry, I'm sure I fast-forwarded past the part of me struggling for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I don't know, that's so crazy that it has that little thing there and you should just be able to rip it open easy. But for some reason, I ain't the brightest. Okay, so I think this is the, this is the deck that you use when you want to trigger abilities, but it also has different things on them for like, okay, so here's a weapon, and it just says, of course, M41A pulse rifle. The cost is 3. You exhaust a card when you take an attack action with this weapon. After you take an attack action with this weapon, you may take an additional attack action using a grenade weapon equipped with this character. So I'm sure there's going to be a few of those. Yes, a lot of people will probably, I'm sure this, I think this is pretty much maybe starting or standard gear. They got the M40 Grenades. Cost is 1. Let's see here. Discard this card to make an attack. I'm actually trying to read through my camera. I shouldn't probably even doing that. With this weapon, choose a space that is within 4 spaces of your character and in line of sight. Roll for each model and token in that space and within 1 space of it. This, this weapon always hits on a roll of 6 or less, which I'm thinking you're using 10-sided die for that, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, okay, so we got some shotguns. The Ithaca shotgun. I mean, you guys can just pause if you want to read it. I'm just going to kind of fly through them here. HK VP70 pistol. A couple of those. Well, I guess so. That might be standard Marine issue since there's 6 of those. Flamethrower. A couple of those. Arc welder. Then we have a Hadley's map. Hope map. Body armor. Should be several of those, I would think, right? Oh, wait a second. Shoulder lamp. Flare. M4 helmet. Motion tracker. Bypass. Medical scanner. Look sharp. Oh, these are events. Nice. Yeah, because that was the end of the equipment. Do something, Gorman! It's reading right, man. Look. Who doesn't love Hicks? Come on, everybody. Everybody's a fan of his character. Building better worlds. I feel safer already. Go to sleep and don't dream. We got knives. We got sharp sticks. Do it fast. Keep moving, baby. Last stand. Okay, what do I do? Just deal with it. See, it answers its own question from one card to the next. Resolve. Stop your grinning. Ever been mistaken for a man? Yeah, she might have, because she looks pretty fierce. We're in the pipe, 5 by 5. I don't think they said it like that in the movie. It's like, we're in the pipe, 5 by 5. Very, standardly. You always were blank hole. You know what? That does say the bad word, but I don't like to say it because there might be children watching this, so, but we all know what the quote was in the movie. Did IQs just drop sharply? Squad of ultimate badass. It's so funny. Okay, somebody wake up Hicks. Burke's treachery. Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, who doesn't know that? Actually, I rewatched the movie Aliens in the theater. Our local theater had a replaying on the big screen. Oh, it was one of the best things I ever watched. Finding Rage, Losing Hope, and these are hazards near the end there. A couple of hazards. All right, well, that's deck 1. So let me jump to probably after trying to struggle with these packages. Okay, this wasn't as bad a struggle as I thought as the other one. But I still had to cheat because I am not good at finding that. All right. These are all like these motion detectors on the back of the cards. Been a couple days since I watched the playthrough, so I may not remember every little thing here. So we got, you guys could stop and pause on something if you want. I guess these are the bad guys that come up when you reveal, kind of like in Zombicide, when you flip over the other cards. Sorry about that yawning. I'm trying to fight my allergies for sneezing. This uses an interesting stack system. I don't know if I told you guys that, but like sometimes when you put the model of the alien out on the board, you'll put these little discs underneath it because sometimes they'll be stacked in an area, and it represents multiple aliens in one square, like you're being swarmed. And it's pretty awesome because every time you make kills, you're killing aliens, but, if the alien model's still there, then you're just killing the stacks underneath it. So it's a way for the great game design, to put multiple encounters of that swarming monster into the area. I mean, I just thought that was brilliant. That was another reason why I wanted to get it, because I haven't seen too many games that did something like that. Okay, Alien Vanguard. I guess these are different ones. Reveal a card. Place another blip at its spawn point 1. Place another blip at spawn point 4. Yeah, so you will have these different spawn points. Alien Lurker. Like I said, you guys can pause on any of these if you want, but wow. Okay. Relentless Horde. Exhaust 6 cards. Oh, that's a terrible thing to happen. When your cards get exhausted in this game, it really sets you back. Intelligent Foe. False Alarm. Recycle a card. I think recycling is the part where you take the cards and you put them back underneath. I think it might be of that other deck, actually. Because if your other deck totally becomes exhausted, because you have to use cards to exhaust them to like fire weapons and things, and if you do not, if your whole thing becomes exhausted, then your team loses. So you have to really manage when to recycle as an action and when to, take your actions that will progress yourself in the game with all the characters. Kind of a brilliant design, I think, but let's see. Alien drones. Overwhelming Horde. Driven by Purpose. I like that. Okay, they're inside the perimeter. Place a tunnel token in a square that is within line of sight and next to this character. Reveal a card. Okay, that or that. Put 1 blip. The tunnel token. That symbol or that symbol, place 2 blips. Interesting. Okay. False alarms again. Flanking alerts. Players must choose either to exhaust 4 cards or place more blips at a spawn point. Yeah, flanking. All these flanking cards. They're in the ceiling. Like I said, you guys can pause if you want to read some of these. I just like highlight what cards look interesting to me. False alarm. Let's see here. They turned off the lights. They are coming. They are coming. They're everywhere. They're coming. Now they're everywhere. But don't worry. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. Well, Newt's the smart one. All right. Well, that's everything in the box. But I will say that if you look at this box itself, it's actually done really nice. I mean, once you punch out all the other aliens, and it depends on how you want to keep them. A lot of times I'll just keep mine in baggies because I'm not worried. These seem like pretty good, decent models once you get them all put together and tightened up with some support glue and all that sort of stuff. But I like how that has the nice cutouts for the cards, so everything will fit in there nicely. And you can put some stuff in here, some stuff in there, however you want to keep it. I'd probably just stack both of these in the same ones. And, however you want the dice can eventually probably fit up here, leaving you more room for more models. And I don't know if they're going to have, expansions down the road. It's quite possible. And I'll put these out because I'm going to punch these out later. But you got the idea on the little punch boards and stuff. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching the unboxing of Aliens. Another glorious day in the core with me today. All right, you've been watching the Dice Matrix. Until next time, friends, keep the dice rolling.